Every human being has a cross to carry in life, and it can cut across different areas. It can be one specific thing or many little things put together. Whatever it happens to be, everybody has something that they're dealing with, a mountain that is very steep for them to climb, a pain point, a place of trauma that you are constantly trying to stay above board and be able to continue with life with. Now, it's no secret I have polycystic ovarian disease, and I have done this for over 3 decades. It's been a challenge. It's not been funny, and a lot of the issues that everybody would pay attention to is the health ramifications, the day-to-day symptoms that you're exhibiting, that is affecting your body physically, and the things that the multivitamins, the food, and exercise, and all kinds of things that you need to have in place to be able to manage the condition. We're believing God for total restoration, but medically, there's no known cure. So what you're doing is you're managing symptoms. So this has been my life for the last over 3 decades, managing symptoms. And thankfully, in the last almost 2 years, I finally found medical supplements, for want of a better word, supplements that have been able to help me. These supplements are native to the body, redox signaling molecules, and they've helped me to a large degree to keep tabs on these symptoms and actually be able to have a regulated menstrual flow. I would record several videos to talk about the whole thing in detail, but I just want to highlight what I want to highlight today. So for today's video specifically, as I'm saying, I have found something that has helped me to keep tabs on the physical ramifications of the condition and really have, hone it in and be able to feel like I have better control over my body, and not that the polycystic ovarian disease is winning and controlling me. So I am thankful to God from that point of view, and I entreat everybody who wants to know more about these molecules to contact me, and we can have a conversation about exactly what I have done to get to this point. However, the other side of things is the side of things that nobody really talks about, and that is dealing with the emotional, mental, psychological ramifications of having that condition, especially in our community. And I say that for a reason. Anybody who is African, and maybe I should speak specifically about Ghana, West Africa, because that's where I'm from, knows that a woman's issue with infertility is huge. People almost treat you like you have a crutch, a disability, and therefore they look onto you with a lot of pity, when what you actually deserve is to be treated as an ordinary, normal human being that is made in the image and likeness of the Most High God. But unfortunately, we've been conditioned as humans, as women, to feel like if you can't satisfy that biological requirement of being able to have children of your own, that somehow there is something fundamental wrong with you, like your very existence as a woman is predetermined or conditioned or made to be based on your ability to have children. And so living in the community, or outside of it, becomes very challenging for you to get your head around, still manage to keep your head above board, above your shoulders, and keep yourself going. If you're fortunate enough to have people around you that are forward thinking, that understand that, having children is not what defines you as a woman, it helps. But this is an ongoing challenge that you yourself as a person is trying to tell your own mind and yourself that, I know my worth. I am who I am, and my inability to fulfill that requirement of others or of myself doesn't take away the fact that I'm still a human being that is loved, wanted, and has value. Now, what makes it even harder is when you don't have the right people around you. It's very easy for us all to think that we are very strong people, we can survive everything, we don't care, and we put on that hard shell facade for the cameras, for people, and all of that, for everybody to think we're okay. But are you really, truly okay? When everybody has gone to bed, when the curtains are drawn, when you lie alone in your bed, are you really okay? Have you actually accepted your condition and dealing with it? Because a lot of times I felt that I was very fine, that I was made of steel. I have a family that loves me more than sense. And that issue about infertility doesn't even come up in conversation. Like, I'm made to feel like I'm $1 billion by the people who made me. My parents love me regardless. So, hey, who cares? I have siblings, I have nieces and nephews. The family is my backbone. And so I'm okay. But it had to take a certain situation to happen, to expose those porous things that I didn't realize were there, to actually prove that this wall that I thought I had around me was actually quite porous. And so even though I have, a solid family that are behind me and they, dote on me with all this love, that there's something fundamentally broken inside me, myself, that needed to be fixed. You see, for me, it's even more personal because anybody who knows me or saw me growing up, right from infancy, always played that mother role. I always had dolls that I would carry on my back and try to feed them and do all kinds of, it's like that motherly thing was there from the very beginning. And it was one of the things that I looked forward to so much, wanting to be able to do. And so coming to the realization that that isn't actually going to be possible hurt. But for so many reasons, you just get to that place where you wear this facade, and the facade almost makes you yourself think in your brain that you're okay, but it takes a poke for you to realize, oh man, there's still a lot of rust in there. There's still a lot of hurt in there that needs to be addressed. Because true healing, true acceptance comes when nothing anybody says or does is able to get to you. That's the point I'm trying to make here. And so if you're still bothered by what people have to say, their opinions of you, and the hurtful things that people say to you, you're not there yet. And even though I even think that I'm there, I'm here being vulnerable and telling you that it took a poke for me to realize I wasn't there at all. Now, what actually hurts on an even bigger scale is when the person that is doing the poking is somebody who you expect to be there for you. Like, they claim they're romantically in love with you, they like you, whatever. And they're the ones that are digging holes in your very foundation. It makes it very, very painful. But like I'm saying, it has to take you going through that situation to realize how porous your walls truly and really are. And when that poke finally came, most horrific thing that anybody can imagine being said to them, being said to me, for something that I didn't create. I didn't make myself the way I am. I didn't choose to be like this, but it is what it is. And yet, that very thing is being weaponized and used against you in the most horrific of ways to make you feel small, to make you feel like you lack something, to make you feel like you're not enough, you don't measure up, you're not a woman enough because of your inability to do what other people can do easily and normally. Really hurts. But it had to take that poke for me to realize that there was still work that needs to be done. I thank God for all the support that I've had and for the fact that today it's still an ongoing process. But the fact that I'm here to tell you about it today means that I'm on that road to recovery. What I'm trying to highlight here today is that polycystic ovarian disease is in a lot of homes in 2025. So many young women, older women that are dealing with the daily ramifications of the condition. What it does to your body, it's not funny. And people just silently have to deal with it because the nature of the condition in itself makes it so difficult. It's like it's so personal and so private that it's very difficult for you to even have the ability to share that with somebody else. So a lot of people are suffering in silence. But all that people will highlight in conversation most of the time is all about the physical stuff, you know, the physical symptoms and how to address them, the food, the eating, the exercise. Very little is said about the psychological, mental, and emotional consequences of the condition on your person. That's what I'm here to highlight, because firsthand, trust me, I know what that feels like. Over 3 decades of fighting with the same thing, yeah, it's been a struggle. But today, the thing that makes the difference is, apart from family love, support, being able to, you know, get on top of the physical disruption or distraction that is happening because of the condition, is also knowing and having a backbone in a man that loves you for you. Like, condition or no condition, I don't give a toss. It's you I want. I want you just the way you are. I don't care about whether you have polycystic ovarian disease or whether you don't. I just love you, all of you, with polycystic. Like, I just want you just as I found you, like that. And none of what all of that means nothing. I like the value of you in my life. I love you for you. I will be there for you. I want to bear the brunt of everything with you. Like, you have somebody who even knows when your next session of menstrual whatever is up before even you yourself have thought about it. And it's reminding you of things that you must do and how you should prepare. It's like you have somebody that is walking the walk with you. It really makes a huge difference. And so I'm saying all of this to say that if there are women here that are dealing with polycystic ovarian disease or any kind of infertility issue, and these people have partners, and I'm addressing men here, do you actually love your wife or your woman because of who she is? Or are you loving her on condition that she's able to fulfill a requirement, which is to have children, and if she can't do it, then she's not good enough? If she's going through a difficult time of pain, cramps, and all sorts of things, are you going to hold her hand and be there for her and be her shoulder to cry on? Or are you going to be judgmental just because you wanted to get in there and you can't, and you want to be intimate and you can't, and so you're peeved off because you don't get to stick it in, if as it were? Or are you going to be that loving spouse or partner that says, yeah, that's okay, there'll be other times for that, but right now all I want to do is to hold you and to reassure you that I love you regardless, and you're everything to me, and I just love you for being you. Because all of that makes a difference. I know strong women like myself, we all want to put this facade and, make this whole thing look like we are tougher than nails, but the fact is we are humans. And I, more than anybody, knows that there is an emotional, psychological, and mental side of this whole issue that doesn't seem to be talked about enough. And as a sufferer and somebody who has delved in bouts of depression and out of it and all that, I know more than anything that all the love and support you can get is important. The last thing I would say to anyone who is suffering with this debilitating condition is that be very careful about the company that you keep dealing with your issue, because no matter how strong you think your defenses and your walls are, the fact about it is, just like faith comes by hearing and, repeatedly hearing the word, as the Bible says, equally, if you allow people to say things that are not helpful and edifying to you, no matter how strong your wall is, some of it seeps inside of you without you knowing. And so in that situation, when the big poke comes, trying to destabilize or break that wall of strength down, you start hearing those voices because you never realized that your body took it in, even though it might have just been said in passing, but it seeped through. And so the people you surround yourself with when you're dealing with big battles is important. If there are people that speak faith-filled words inside of you, day in, day out, hey, you've got this, you can do it, I believe in you, and all of that, it helps. It helps to have a partner, a spouse who knows what it means to love somebody and not love them conditionally, just love you for you. And so if there's anything that you can do to turn the situation around, that is what it is. And I would just say to people that nobody chooses to be a particular way. You are the way you are. You have to make lemonade out of the lemons that life throws at you. God has a plan and a purpose for everybody, regardless of how they look, how you see them, or anything. You are not him. And so take your judgy selves, and go shove it somewhere else. Because you can't even make air, the air that we can't see but we're breathing. It's such a very judgmental place in this life these days, and it takes the person that is intentional about their space to survive. So keep all narcissistic personalities and people who are broken away from you, because some of their brokenness will seep inside of you without you realizing if you allow them around you. You have your own issue to address, and you need all the positivity around you to be able to survive the time. Don't allow anybody to break your defense walls, because the price to pay can be very catastrophic. Some people might have been wondering why, my videos have been very sporadic for the last few months. This is part of the reason. I'm not a fake person. I wear my hat on my sleeves, and this is not just another thing that you just put a camera and you just, shoot something, or you go live and you just say something. No, this is like real life for me. I try as much as possible to be as original, as authentic, as real as can be. What you see is what you get. I know not everybody loves me. I'm not here for clout or to be liked. I'm here to be real. And if my vibe touches yours or catches your vibe and it flows, then it does. And if it doesn't, that's okay too, right? We're not here to be liked by anybody. We're just here to keep it real and say it as it is. So I hope that this video has resonated with somebody. It took me a long time to get to the point of recording it. I wanted it to deliver, and I hope that it has. And I would entreat anybody who knows somebody who is dealing with polycystic ovarian disease, or indeed any other gynecological or fertility issue, to share this video, because it just might save a life. If you're feeling in one of those low moments with this condition or any other, please don't hesitate to get the help that you need. And if you don't know where to look, if you reach out to me, I can definitely point you in the right direction. If I'm in a position to help you myself, I'm more than happy to do that. I am a huge advocate for infertility, for polycystic ovarian disease, and in the coming days, weeks, months, there's going to be a lot of work that is put on for people to see. But for now, work is going on behind the scenes, and when the pie is baked, it will all be revealed. But for now, thank you so much for listening. God bless you. I love you so much, and take care of yourself. You matter.